Letting go. Let me tell you something. If there is something difficult for anybody who is in love or has ever been in love, is letting go. Because you can let go physically, but what about the dreams that you shared? What about the memories that you had? What about the past you have, the sacrifices that you have made? What about them? Where will they go? Are we together? Because we want to let go. By there, we want to let go. But what about the things that are remaining in my mind? What about what the heart wants? Because sometimes you want to let go a violent relationship. You want to let go a neglected relationship, an absentee relationship. And your heart wants that person. But in reality, you are being tormented every day. I am sure and I'm a witness that you can remember someone you let go 5-10 years ago if you are old enough, but they still ring a bell in your mind. Every time, once in a while, you remember them. Why? Because they were important to you. But let me tell you something why I started this video. I started this video just to say that you don't have to let go of the relationship. You don't have to let go of the ship. You can make it a friendship. If the relationship didn't work, the ship is there. You can be friendship, you can courtship again. You can find something that ends with a ship, because there are things that we kill when we let go. There are things that are too important for the future that you kill when you let go. So it's a high time to know what doesn't work. Maybe it's a relation that doesn't work, but the friendship can work. Maybe. But it is you to weigh what is more important, the things you share or you letting go. Healthy standards. There are types of standards. Today I want us to talk about healthy standards, because I have realized most of the relationship have standards, but not all are healthy, or most of them are unhealthy. For example, I'm dating a very spoiled wife, okay? And this girl is very spendthrift, is a spendthrift, yet she is not working, okay? And my finances are not okay. So every coin that I bring back home get misused, okay? Because they want to maintain a standards of luxury, yet you cannot afford. Yes, they are standards, but they are unhealthy. Why? Because they are making us go to loans, become bankrupt, and etc. Okay? Because I need you to understand, standard is not all about high class and all that. It's something that I believe my life can give me this. So I will maintain it and I will not go beyond this. Why? Because my life is like this. A child. There's something I will echo here, and I hope it will help someone, because most of us settled because of the wrong things. Let me tell you something. I'm not advocating for baby mama and baby daddy, but this is what I'm trying to say. Do not settle with someone who doesn't give you the fulfillment of life because of a child. That doesn't mean you become a deadbeat. Where you should help. But that child should not make you to settle in a prison, okay, because of something you did maliciously. Maybe your weakness took hold of you. I don't know if I'm making sense. You need to reach a place to know that this thing, yes, a child is never a mistake, but in reality, you need to take the responsibility of a father, not of a husband. There is where we are missing it, because I became a father, not a husband. But most of the people are in those situations where you are settling to become a husband, yet you became a father. So instead of taking your responsibility of becoming a father, you took a responsibility of becoming a husband to someone who didn't need a husband. Paternity. I know we have heard the word paternity when we hear paternity test, but today I want us to talk about the paternity word, because paternity means origin. Where are you from? Okay, the moment you understand where you are from, the origin, where you have from, you will understand there are people that you cannot understand, you cannot comprehend. There are people that they are too difficult for you to support. Am I making sense? There are people that you cannot love. I'm not talking about cultural and traditional. You as a person. Like me, I have a problem with people that cannot think on themselves. People who need to be supervised. It's an error. So you as a person, before you know the origin of the other person, understand the origin that you as a person have. Where are you coming from? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? So that now you can understand the person that you should marry. Okay, the person that you are looking for. Before you say my type is tall, dark, and handsome, please understand who you are as a person. First, let me ask you a question. Is it good for you to test your partner? Another doctor told me, I went for a test, and a doctor told me most of the people went for a test looking for something that they will later get. You are here. I saw this story and I felt sad for the girl. You usually send your friends to test your boyfriend loyalty, and this girl got replaced with the girlfriend she sent, and the girlfriend was more loyal to the boyfriend. The friend to the girl went and started dating the boyfriend truly, and they forgot it was a test, and the girl was sent away. These testing things, one day you will find what you are looking for. Married. Here I'm not talking about, can we stay? Let's talk about married, legally married. I wish you understand what it takes for you to sign that certificate. Most of us want just the certificate, but they don't know what comes with the certificate. At the end of the day, that's why in Swahili language, it's called pingu za maisha. Tying the knots. These knots, you cannot break them. Have you ever noticed marrying takes shorter time than the divorce process? Because at the end of the day, what you took yourself there, most of them found it is not it. You are not getting married for love. This is partnership. This is contracts, not contract. It's a covenant. And at the end of the day, before you sign that thing, please do research about it. Massage. Me, I cannot allow my girlfriend to be massaged by a man. No, me, I can't. And also, I cannot allow my girlfriend to allow me to be massaged by another lady. It is the same like caressing. You are caressing my girl. Why? Why? Even if I'm there, I'm telling you the truth. Get me a female masseuse. We have them. In reality, can we respect our bodies? The person is touching you the way I'm supposed to touch you. Even if they are not touching the private parts, that body is mine. Who told you I'm the owner of the private part only? I'm owner of your body. Even the Bible says the body that won't belong to you. If I'm getting married to you, if I'm married to you, it doesn't belong to you, it belongs to me. Why are you giving a male masseuse? Okay, the reason I'm allowing a female masseuse is because you are like her. There is a temptation of becoming lesbians. I don't have a problem with that. But at least that one I can compete with. This other one, I can call it adultery. Or is it adultery? Where you sleep with someone else? I don't know that. I will Google that. But in reality, massage. If my woman is getting a massage, she will be, if you are listening in this podcast, if you will become a woman, your massage will be of a female masseuse. And in reality, that is supposed to be done. Respect your body. Don't you know they are the temple of God? Courtship. Why do you guys skip the courtship stage? Where you need to know your person. Take people to dates before you date. Take people out before you take them in. In reality, a lot of these relationships are failing because we are in a haste to be heard that we have a girlfriend, we have a boyfriend, we are married. Why are you rushing things? I wish you can take time like those people who you say we are just friends. Those people who know what they are doing, because it's either they are understanding if I can take this habit or this behavior, or can I live with it? Because there is no need you get married or date someone who you will hurt in future. Are we together? Right now you might be pretending because you need to be in a relationship, but there is a weakness that you know, if their behavior continue like this, my weakness will become a violent person, will make me become a violent person. So courtship stage is very nice. It's good. First, be friends. Know each other before you say I do. Take time, and I don't know who tells people take 3 days 1 week. That is not enough to know people. If she is not yours, she will go. Even when you are dating, they will cheat on you. They will move on with someone else. So even if you take time and have the fear that they will be taken, let them be taken. They were not yours. Yours will stick there. I'm telling you the truth. So this behavior of skipping courtship, it is destroying a lot of relationships, and I pray it will not be yours. You know that the energy that you use to live a relationship is more than what is required for you to stay in a relationship, because most of you are fast to get out. All of you think that the best solution is to get out, to run from the problem. For example, your relationship is not toxic, it is not violent, and it's not abusive. Sometimes it's the attention you're not being given. Some minute things, but they make sense. I'm not diminishing them, but there are things that can be worked on. So you decide to start thinking of how to leave that relationship. Let me ask you a question. Do you know how long it takes for you to pack? And how long it takes for you to have just a conversation about what is making you to pack? The resources you will use to get another apartment, the transportation, and all that energy required. And you could have just called for a meeting without pride or ego. You sit down with someone and you have a conversation of what you like and what you dislike, or what is making you to leave. And maybe this is a maybe, you guys can reach in a level of compromise where you can tell each other, if this makes you wanna leave, I might change. Or if you wanna leave, we can end it amicably, in peace. But the problem is, all of us want to live in a way that we can never come back. In Africa we say usigongeshe mlango utatumia kurudi, kitu kama hiyo. So you need to understand that the same energy that you are using to live is more than the one that you are required to just stay and have a sober conversation.